Hey, what's going on, guys? We have this question right here. It's asking determine the force in members LK, KC, and CD of the Pratt truss. State if the members are in the tension or compression. So if you see LK is right here, LK is right here, KC is right here, and CD is here. So if you have a questions like this, first of all we have to separate them. So if I separate this one, we have to break it, and I'm going to draw this one separately. So if I draw this one, it's going to look like this. It's going to be a straight line right here, and here we go. So here, like this, here, 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 connect them all, and this is going to be my G. So this is my picture of this broken part. So we know this from D. This is D, right? This is D, E, F, and this G, H, I, J, K. So we know from D there's a force acting downside is 40 kilonewton, and we have what else? We have G is here, and the force is reaction force are acting upward. So it's going to be, let's name it GY, and we can put a force here. It doesn't matter what side you put, because finally you will find out which direction from the sign of the answer. So let's say this direction, and that's all we have. So first of all, we since we have the information, let's take the moment around it. So let's in the moment around it, there's a force acting this side. So if I take moment around A, it will eliminate automatically. So it's going to be moment around A, in statics moment around A is going to be 0. And let's take clockwise positive. If I take clockwise positive, this B is in 2 meter distance, and this is 20 kilonewton acting downside. So therefore it's acting clockwise. Therefore it's going to be 2 times 20 plus 2 times, it's 4 times 4 meter distance, 4 times 30, and 6 times 40, plus 6 times 40, and this is gy acting upside, so it's going to be counterclockwise. Therefore it's going to be negative gy times 12, because 2 4 6 8 10 12 12-meter distance, and it's acting counterclockwise. All of them are equal to 0. Finally, if you solve for gy, you will get 33.33 kilonewton. So this is my answer for gy. And since we have this information, let's do something here. So if I take gy is a vertical force, so let's take the total vertical force in this one. So if I take this one, total vertical force on this one is gonna be sigma y. In statics, total force is equal to 0. So let's take upper direction positive, and if I take upper direction positive, it's gonna be here. What is that? gy is positive because it's upper direction, and since we have this one here, this is acting, I'm taking this one acting upside, this is kc, so it's going to be positive kc. And what else we have? We have 40 kilonewton acting downside, minus 40 is equal to 0. So these are the vertical forces we have right here. So I have found out G by is 33.33. So if I plug in here, I will get Kc is equal to, if this one goes to the other side, it will become positive 40. 40 minus 33.33 is going to be 6.677, and this is the right direction. Therefore this is positive. If you get a positive answer, you are solving in the correct direction. And we know this is since this is moving away and moving away from this, like for example, if it's tension, they face each other, right? In a line, if two things face each other, it's a tension. But you see something, this is a line, and if something moving away, it's mean a compression. Therefore case is a compression. We have found this, so this is kc, we have found it already. Since we have kc, we have to find lk and cd. So let's see what we can do. So we have used the vertical components. Let's use horizontal components and see what we can get. So if I solve total horizontal components is equal to 0. So if I take this one direction positive, this is gonna be, this is what, this is CD, right? So CD is on the opposite side, it's going to be negative, and here it's LK, so it's going to be positive LK, and those are the only two horizontal things we have. So this is equal to 0. So from this one I can say LK is equal to CD. So from this information I know LK is equal to CD. So if you find one of those, we are set. So let's see what else we can do. So let's since we have used horizontal, vertical, and the only thing we can do is we can find the moment around G and see what happens. So if I take moment around G, the total moment is 0 in statics, and if I take counterclockwise positive, 40 kilonewton is in 6 meter distance, so 6 times 40 is acting counterclockwise, therefore it's positive. And what else we have? We have something, this one is acting clockwise, and that is in 8 meter distance, so it's going to be minus 8 times this one. Did we find this one? Okay, this is LK, right? So let's name it LK. And what else we have? We have this one pulling this object up, that is KC. So it's gonna be KC is acting clockwise, so plus, or we took counterclockwise positive, so it's gonna be minus KC times, LK is a horizontal force, so we had to multiply this one by vertical distance. This one by vertical distance is 3 meters, so I have to multiply this one by 3, and Kc is vertical force, so it's we have to multiply by 8 because that's a horizontal distance, 2 meter for 6 8, right? So multiply by 8, and those are the all forces we have. 40, we took all 3, and this is equal to 0. And we know Kc is 6.67. I can plug in here, and if I plug in and found out LK comes out to be 62.2 kilonewton. So if I solve for LK, I know automatically CD is equal to LK, so CD is also 62.2. So we have to make sure is LK is positive, because, so let's solve this. So if I take this one, case is 6.67 times 8, and this is big number and negative, so that's correct. This is positive, right? positive, therefore we took the right direction. And this is, since this line is moving away from the, for example, as I said before, if you see some sign at the end of the line, it means it's a compression. So therefore we can say LK is compression, LK is compression. And let's check the CD. So CD, if you see, this direction is going this side, therefore it's facing toward each other, so it's mean this is, there's another flow acting like this, so it's a tension, therefore CD is a tension. So we have found out LK, KC, CD, and that's all we need. State the members are in tension or compression, that's all we need. That's it. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.